U.S. reports show that high rates of misconduct and sexual assault complaints on rideshare apps like Uber and Lyft. According to the New York Times, one report of misconduct or sexual assault is filed every 8 minutes. When you put those scenario up here in Canada, at least 5 rideshare drivers have been arrested in connection with a sexual assault. That's since 2023. For more on this, we're joined by Ivana Iwasaki. She is a civil sexual survivors lawyer. A civil sexual abuse survivors lawyer. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How many cases like this have you seen?
We've seen a small number of them. They frequently don't get reported all the way up to us. They mostly get reported internally, is our understanding. But when they do get reported up to us, it's because something fairly serious has happened.
We set this up by talking about rideshare apps, and that's what this article had looked at as well. But does this happen with the taxi service as well, or at the same rate?
I'm not sure if it's at the same rate. We just don't have that kind of data available to us, but it does. We know that it does happen, and we know that cases, again, have been quite serious when they are in taxis as well.
You know, when you bring this topic up, everybody's got a story, including us here at Your Morning with staff members. So why are these companies failing to keep customers safe?
We think it's partly because the companies don't want to take responsibility for their actions of their quote unquote employees, agents, or independent contractors. There is some case law that says that taxi companies are not actually putting taxi drivers in a position of intimacy, control, and authority over the passengers, which frankly, I don't know that I would agree with. Given the circumstances, the taxi driver or the rideshare driver does have control over the person in that they are driving them to a specific location and they have control over the vehicle.
It is.
So,
go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
What needs to happen then with transparency measures?
There definitely needs to be some sort of reporting on at least driver profiles, if not on the public company's website, indicating any founded complaints that have been made against a driver, so individuals can make informed choices before they enter into a rideshare or taxi.
At least one of the rideshare apps, rebutted by, showing some data and some graphs saying, look, it's only a very small percentage of times that this happens. What are your concerns with their response? What does that show you?
That shows me that they're probably not reporting the full number of cases that are out there. They're trying to handle them internally, is our understanding, and keep things private, probably for a business legitimate reason, but that's not really focused on public safety.
In the meantime, what advice do you have for passengers who, are using a rideshare app or maybe in a position where they've been made to feel uncomfortable or worse?
Yeah, my first piece of advice is to trust your instincts. Sometimes you can get a bad vibe about a circumstance. It's okay to cancel the ride, take the hit to your profile, decline to go into the rideshare in the first place. Trust your own instincts. And then if something's going wrong during the ride, like the driver is veering off or you're not sure where they're going, it's the same sort of thing. Stop the ride, get out, don't feel embarrassed for protecting your own safety.
I want to thank you for joining us, Ivana Iwasaki. She's a civil sexual abuse survivors lawyer. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.